one sneaky trick I use to write headlines. Now, if you've been following me, you know that in previous videos, I used this number 69,000 a lot. And I found a blog article where there was actually a college student who went and they did a study. It's really tough to calculate, but how much are we actually scrolling on our news feeds on social media, Facebook, TikTok recently, there's tons of scrolling. There's just so much scrolling going on. And he made a best guess at how much we scroll on Facebook. And he came up with a certain amount of miles. It's like 5.7 miles or something. And then I just measured how big is a average phone, the most popular phone. And then we divided that many miles by that many inches. And I came up with 69,000. 69,000 pages of social media that on average we're gonna be scrolling through every single year. 69,000. And here's the important part. If your headline is not killer, if your headline is not amazing, and if it can't get people to stop scrolling just long enough for your video to start autoplaying, then you might have the cure to coronavirus. You might have the cure to cancer. You might be able to stop global warming, but that message will never get viewed because your headline sucks. Sometimes you just go dry. Sometimes you just come up with stuff that's kind of crappy simply because you're not a writer, right? It's okay, you don't have to be a writer. Now, inside my course, I show some really advanced stuff about how to use search engines and how to use some really cool tools to look where your particular audience is. That's inside of my paid course, by the way, but I'm gonna show you something that you can use right now for free. This right here. This is a book I personally read, Legionnaire, 5 years in the French Foreign Legion. Now, I just look at a headline and these books are all bestseller books. And the big reason why a book becomes a bestseller is because the title is really well written. When you look at a title like this, what I look for is how can we reuse this title and make that into a great headline? Let's just say you're a consultant, right? And let's say you consult Fortune 500 companies. You might just say something like 5 years consulting Fortune 500 companies. You could take this headline and just change certain elements and make a great headline for your video. I've got a few books lined up here. I'm just gonna give you some examples, okay? These are just the first ones I reached. Dave Barry, he's a comedian writer. I love this guy. Dave Barry's Money Secrets. You could just write something like, hey, Ken Okazaki's Video Secrets. Take headlines that other people are using and winning with and borrow their success. Here's another one, Accidental Billionaires. It's a true story based on Mark Zuckerberg's rise to success and really how Facebook got started. You could change that, something like Accidental Millionaire. Just use this for inspiration, okay? You don't wanna use the exact same titles, that's gonna suck. That's plagiarism, that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is using the ideas from here. Guys, excuse my bird. I got a bird over there in the corner and he just wants attention. Let's go see if he wants to join us. All right, guys, excuse the interruption. This guy just wants attention all the time. Let's see if he wants to come out and play. There we are. Okay, we're back together. All right, guys, sorry for the interruption. Whoops, I got a cat also, and I gotta keep these guys apart. Keeping my cat away from the birds. It's always fun in the Okazaki home. So guys, sorry for the interruption. How to tell if your cat is plotting to kill you, okay? How about you say something like this? How to tell if your accountant is plotting to rip you off. How to tell if your guru is plotting to take your money. This is a really great title. You just need to get them to pause long enough for your video to start auto-playing. There's just so many different ways to do this. How to tell if your client is plotting to leave you. People spend a lot of time and thinking into writing those titles. Look at those titles, change out key elements, and make them yours and make that your video headline. All right, guys, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Remember, tag someone below, someone who needs to see this, and I guarantee you this is gonna help.